everyone, welcome to Well Mounts by Ice Lighting. In this video, I am going to show you how to get a mount that I cannot pronounce. It's a gold hand, so I am just going to call it the gold hand mount. So the hand is in a cave, and to wake it up, you're going to need a silver ring, you're going to need a gold band, you're going to need the ruined band, the signet ring, and the stone ring. So starting with the stone ring, it's 4 parts that you need to put together. Doesn't matter which order you do them, but here is where you find each piece. So important to note, the Necrolord Assault has to be up for this to work. So the first piece, or I'm calling it the first piece, comes from one of the more sworn caches, which are along the walls. So you're going to need a grapple, and you're going to need to be able to get up there and open up these chests. So the second part, or at least what I'm calling the second part, you will find somewhere around the edge of the hold, and it will be glowy like this, and you just pick it up, and that's the second part. So the third part is a little more tricky. While you are hanging out in that area, you will see the Mad Moor construct yell out your name and that you want their priceless. They are carrying the piece. You now have to try and locate them somewhere within the hold, and you can see I've located it there, and it does not stop, so you have to chase them down while attacking them and try not to get yourself killed. Once you finally mow them down, you will be able to loot that third piece. So the fourth one needs 2 things to happen. You need to have had the quest from the Kyrian here that allows you to use the Centurion. If you don't have that quest up this time round, you're going to have to wait for the next one. Secondly, you need to open chests while inside the Centurion. If you don't, this doesn't work. So you have to be up on the walls, opening those chests with it, and eventually you will come across this quest. So this quest asks you to go and destroy 6 pylons, which are now lit up for you with your Centurion, and then once you have done all 6, you can return to the Kyrian steward guy, and he will give you that final piece that we're missing for the ring. So you can see here, you go hand in last piece. So now we have those 4 pieces, what we need to do now is forge it. So you need to head over to the cauldron. You might have to clear some mobs out the way. So you want to be heading up here, and you want to find a forge. So here you can see this is a soul steel forge. So you just need to stand in front of it with your 4 pieces and click on any one of them, and you will see it has created the stone ring. So now that's one of the 5 we need. So next up, I'm going to show you where the gold ring is. So this is found at the highest peak in the moor. So if you want to make your way to here on the map, and you can even see on the map, it does show a sort of staggered peak, and you want to get all the way to the very top. So there's a grapple point that will get you up onto the parts where you can actually start running around. So if you get to here, and then it's a case of going up and down, trying to find the right pieces that will allow you to make the crossing over them. So I've sped this up because obviously it takes a while as you're walking. You could try mounting, but it does make you slip. So once you get to the very top, you will find the ring is just sitting there, and you just need to click the cog. There you go, ring number 2. So the next one is the signet ring, and this drops from the Herald of Domination. So you're going to need somebody that has the scroll that summons it, or you're going to have to put it together yourself. Either way, it drops on your first attempt. It's pretty much a guaranteed drop, and that is ring number 3. So the next ring we're going to look at is the silver ring, ring number 4, and you need 4 keys to get it out of the chest it's in. So you're heading to Desmeralton, and in here any elite will drop key number 1, so don't worry about that, you'll pick it up as you're going along. Key number 2 comes only from a rare, so the rare is found opposite the world quest in this area. Up here it is the 2-headed dragon dog type thing. That's the only place you'll get that key. So key number 3 is the Harrow key, and it is hanging on the wall in this sort of cave area under the stairs. So make your way under the stairs, and you will see it if you hover over right at the back there. So you need to kill all these elites anyway, which may drop that first key, just to go and get it. So once you've made your way through here, it is quite easy. You just literally click and you will pick up that key. There you go, that's key number 3. So key number 4 gave me a real hard time. It drops from the Helgard supply cache, and I could not find one anywhere. So what I had to do was go back to Corinthia, and I went and bought Carrier, which has the trained grommet in it. So once you get that, you can then go back to Desmeralton, and then you can use it there, and it will still sniff out the treasure. So as you can see, mine's bouncing around in the background, and I watched it go on up onto that platform, and all I had to do was make my way over there. Now, since we're killing these people anyway, hoping for that first key, it wasn't really an issue. So this was the first supply chest that I got, and it had the key in it. So I'm not going to say that you're going to get it first time, but that's where I got my final key from. So once you have the 4 keys, you can open the 4 locks. Now you can come and open these one at a time, but you might as well wait for all 4. I mean, it depends on what you want to do. But you want to go to the staircase here and jump down, and you will find here are the 4 locks. And you'll have to click on each one individually. You can't just randomly click. You've got to locate the lock that you need to open. So if you click on each one, they will show as they open. And you'll see that here I'm trying to find the top one. And then the middle one. Makes the cage disappear, and then finally I could open the chest. And there we go, ring number 4. So the final ring we're going to look at is the ruined band, and I did this one last because you have to be in the rift to get it. So if you haven't done this before or don't have one of the rift stones that can tear a portal, you're going to have to use the repaired rift key in Corinthia, and then you're going to have to do the long walk. And by the long walk, I mean you are going to have to make your way from Corinthia all the way back to the original moor to here. Now you do have 15 minutes to make it, and you can see here I still had 9 minutes remaining when I arrived at the rare I need for the final key. So I've cleared the area, and all I have to do now is kill him for the key. And once he's dead, it is just quite simply looting him, and we now have the final 5th ring that we needed. So let's get them out. So one of the reasons I did that ring last is you need to be in the rift to get the mount. So you need to be making your way to here, which you might remember is where we started when we first entered the moor, which is kind of a cool way to end it, I thought. So once you've got the 5 rings, you either need to use your portal in Corinthia, or if you have a collapsing rift stone, you can use it to enter the rift right here. Or if you've just done that ring, you will already be in the right area, so just head down into the back of this cave and you will find the dormant mount. Now you're going to have to change the screen angle here because you need to click on each finger to put the ring on, and for some reason from the lower angle the cog just wasn't appearing, so you might have to mess about a little bit to make sure that you can click each finger. And then when you've done the final one, the hand, the mount, the sort of wakes up. You just have to give it a second and it will give you a quest. So the quest is pretty simple. It tells you, thank you, you've saved me, blah, blah, blah. You press accept. You then hand it back in, which is a little bit odd, but it gives you the mount in your bag. It just drops in. So I've now headed outside. I'm going to learn my mount. And ta-da, the gold-handed mount is now mine. So I shall mount it so you can see it in all its glory. Now because I'm in the rift, it has no colour because there is no colour in the rift. So this is what it looks like in the rift, so it's kind of silvery, and if I kick myself out of the rift, you can see it now has its gold colour. And there we go, and that's the mount special. So I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to see what else I'm up to.